What's going on, everybody? Swagged out, and you already know why I'm here. Where the gourmand lovers at? If that's you, then this video is definitely for your ears, for your eyes. And if it's not you, stick around anyway, and you might become a gourmand lover and find out why we're going crazy over these edible fragrances. With that said, what do I have for you today? Well, probably says it down here if you're on YouTube. But it's cool. Hey, bang. Just said Parfums. Accident A La Vanille Flanker. This is the Almond Cake Limited Edition. If you haven't heard about this, if you've been under a rock, listen, this is a limited drop. And going off the website, it says 300. But, and Giuseppe's official website, they said they're already sold out, like in something like 5 minutes. That means their official retailers are the only ones who have anything left. One of those is Sealed Essence. That's where I purchased mine. They are US based, and if you're on the East Coast, you'll get it in about 3 days. All right, with that said, what I have here is the OG, Accident A La Vanille, which, oh man, this is such a creamy, vanilla, sandalwood, smoky, just one of the richest, purest, dark vanillas, but super sweet as well. It does everything. This is one of my favorite vanillas, period, in life. All right. So then I saw a little while ago, they were talking about making a flanker. And here is the flanker. First of all, the box, really nice. This is literally the first time I've ever unboxed anything on camera because I don't like doing that because it might go wrong. And I filmed it already. I have very high hopes for Giuseppe Parfum fragrances because I love the way they do gourmands. So we're going to try this on camera and hopefully it does what it's supposed to do. So, I think there's something that can get, hold on. Oh, well, you're welcome. So here's a bottle. Looks a little different than the original bottle. And the cap, and then it has this little bottom here. Everything else is the same, but the cap has more of a, I don't know, little designs there. This is just straight rectangle. Other than that, kind of got the exact same thing. This glass is heavier also, but little details. All right, so okay, so let's talk about really quickly what the differences are. In both these fragrances, you're gonna find vanilla in the top, vanilla and sandalwood in the mid, and vanilla and Styrax in the base. The only difference being that in the mid, you're gonna get biscuit with this one, and in the base, you're gonna get almond with this one. So without further ado, it smells good off the nozzle, by the way. Let's do the first of all, really nice atomizer. This is interesting because this almond here is leaning cherry-ish, almost cherry liqueur-ish. Oh man, it's, if it were called cherry cake, I would have been still on board. Like it tried in that very similar, like almost cherry, almost almond, right in the middle. You know, almond is used a lot for cherry accords, but man, this smells so rich, dense, cherry. Almost like amaretto. If you've ever had a amaretto, very, very reminiscent of amaretto. I love the opening already. It's a cherry, almost kind of slightly boozy to it. There's nothing that says it has anything. I guess because in my head, it reminds me of amaretto. I'm getting that. I'm creating that connection to booze. Oh man, super sweet, super liquorish, I guess. Very realistic cherry liqueur vibe. More cherry leaning than almond to my nose. Yeah, this is really interesting. Now, in comparison to the original, yeah, very. So I can tell you this right off the bat. Are these purchases, buying one of the and the other, a redundant purchase? Not at all. Very, very different. Extremely different. The fact that it's a flanker is almost weird because they go in very different directions. It's not even like this one is okay, hang on. Okay. So as it starts becoming more stable on my skin, is giving more of a bready vibe. Something baked as well. All right, so my best description will be this. It's starting to smell like a vanilla pound cake with cherry liqueur drizzled over it. Compared to the original, which is just almost like vanilla syrupy. Smoky vanilla syrup. Oh man, it keeps getting better. There's gonna be more to follow. This is definitely a fragrance that develops on your skin because it keeps getting more pastry-ish and less syrupy. Still and it's transitioning a little more from that heavy cherry syrupy vibe to a more realistic almond cake. This is great. This is so. Do I regret buying this? Not at all. I'm super glad I got this. Is it different than the original? Very. It almost could have carried a separate name, equally as good in its own right. The vanilla is definitely starting to come up more now. So initially, I did not get the Accident A La Vanille connection. It smelled like its own gourmand kind of fragrance. As it develops, it starts doing a cherry, almond, pastry, vanillic thing. One thing for sure, this is through and through a gourmand fragrance. If you're a gourmand lover, you're going to like what's going on here. Even if you never tried the original Accident A La Vanille and have no connection to that original pure vanilla lover's dream, yeah, it goes its own direction, but there's a lot of development going on, even as I'm speaking to you within the last, I don't know, 5-6 minutes that it was sprayed. It definitely develops on skin. It's giving me something I like. I'm probably going to do a follow-up to this on a live on Instagram. So if you follow me over there, great. If you don't, you can check it out. I don't know if I'm going to do it today. Maybe I'll get another full wear. Again, this is why I don't like doing first impressions on camera, because I can't tell you what I ultimately feel. What I can tell you is off the nozzle, on my arm, within the first 10 minutes, it is an amazing fragrance that I'm glad I did not miss. Is it a true representation of the original Accident A La Vanille? I don't know yet. It definitely feels like it goes completely its own way with a vanilla base. I think that that almond and that biscuit give it such a brand new DNA that you could have called it something else, just really pastry leaning. It could have been almond cake. It could have been almond cake without the Accident A La Vanille, but still beautiful, very gourmand, very rich. I like where it's going already. I cannot wait for it to fully develop. And when that does happen, like I said, I'll probably do one more full wearing, or I might be able to hit it on the head at the end of that. So far, so good. Banging creation. Almost like always, Jimmy is just a gourmand lover, and it shows in his creations, which is why I love Extrait de Parfum. This is why I go to them. And with that said, I'm going to do a review later on of this one, which is another flanker. So watch out for that. And then lastly, like I said, on the reel on Instagram, I will do the final review from this purchase, which is from Marble, which is a very much oud lovers review. So if you're into that, stay tuned for this one. That's really all I have for you guys today in terms of the initial first on-skin test of this fragrance. What I do know is that it is great. If you're even partially interested, I would start reaching out to Sealed Essence as of now, because they are sold out at their official website, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be sold out by the end of this week here in the United States as well. That's just my assumption. If you enjoyed this and want to know more about this fragrance or more about other fragrances that I have, please subscribe. Please like. If you feel that you smelled this already and I left something out, go ahead and add it in the comment. I never take anything personal. If anything, it helps the viewers get a different perspective, and I'm always down with that. So thank you very much for watching. If you have, it's fragged out, swagged out, and I'm out.